Hey, what's up guys? My name's Dan Coconati, and today we're going to be taking a look at the song called Fashionably Late by Falling in Reverse. Now this song is in drop C tuning, so that means your strings are going to be C, G, C, F, A, D. So get yourself a tune, and then we're going to get started on this lesson. Alright, so Fashionably Late. What do we got going on this song? So it's not that hard actually. It's really just one riff that we have to worry about. But other than that, it's a lot of power chords and then actually just single notes that we're using for this song. So pretty simple stuff, but get ready and we're gonna take a look at it. So it starts off right there. Power chord on our 5th fret, and that is the 5th fret of our A string, so that is 5 and 7. And that kind of starts where it's, right? And then we play that a couple times actually. We gotta rest. And then right before we get into that main riff, we just take this shape, and then we hit it right here, a 3rd fret power chord on our A string, so that's 3 and a 5, right? And then we get into the, all right? So altogether, the first little bit is just, it's very easy. It's just these 2 chords with a lot of rests in between. So here we go. All right, so let's take a look at this next part, or the riff of this song. So the riff is, it's these hammer-ons, 7, 9, 10, and that's being played on your G string. So you got 7, 9, 10, and then you're gonna do it again, 7, 9, 10, so 2 times. Actually, it's 3 times, there we go. And then on that last one, you kind of just play that 7th fret of the G and you hold it for an extra second. So all together. And then you play it again. And then, but this time, so it changes ever so slightly on that second time. So 3 times, 2, 3, and then you hold, and then you got, so 1 time, and then on the second one, so you're just sliding up 13th fret of the B to an 11 and then a 10, right? That's all on the B. 13, 11, 10. And then right go, so 13, 11, 10, and then 11. Sorry. And then you go right back to, so same idea that we just learned. So all together, let's play really slow with what we got. We're almost there. So the last bit now of the riff is, now what is that? That is going to be right here, and that is our, oh god, what is that, 8th fret. So we got an 8th of the B, and then a 10 of the G, and then back to that 9 of the G, so 2 times, 2 times, or I'm sorry, 3 times actually. And then you finish it right there on that 9 of the G. Hopefully that's making sense. Let's play the whole riff all together really slowly. I do apologize if that's not making sense. I'll throw some tabs up as well so you can follow this along. Alright, so before we get ahead of ourselves that are on that chord, let's take a look at the verse section. So we got these individual notes that we're just kind of playing along with Ronnie's lyrics, and it's 12th fret, and we're just playing the single note actually. So just 12th fret, 2 times, with the rest. Right? That's the first bit. Then you're going to come on down here. So that's similar idea. So rest, and then 2 more times. Rest. Well, it's so on that last one, you're just kind of blending it into a slide down to the 7th there. So all together. So, again, we're just looking at that single note though. So we got the 12th fret, and then on that last one, hit it, slide down your 7th fret, and then similar idea. So when you hit it, you're going to slide into that 8th fret, same string, your low E, and then you come on down to that 3rd fret, same string, low E. So that pattern is all staying the same though, but let's just play it together really slowly. Okay, and that's kind of the idea with the 1 string. Now there is a second guitar that comes in at this point. I'm going to show you guys how to play that. However, you can just keep playing those single notes, I believe. But it sounds really cool if you do know the second guitar part, so let's take a look at the second guitar part here. So we got this. So all you're doing is you're going in between your 10, right, of the B string, and then right here your 7 of your G string. So, and you're just kind of alternate picking those. You can palm mute it too. I think he is palm muting it. All right, so you're gonna do that a couple times. So I think it's 4 times, and then 4 times down here. So that shape, you take that exact shape, and you're just gonna bring it on down. So now you're on 5th fret of the B, 2nd fret of the G. Right, so. Right, we got 4 times, then similar idea, we're gonna bring it up. Another 4 times of that, and we got, so that shape, you're just sliding it up right here. So now you're on your 3rd fret of the G, 6 of the B. And then you finish it. So that last bit, you're still staying on your 6 of the B, but now you're going to grab the 5th of the G. And that's that second guitar layer that's just being overdubbed of your... Alright, so all together, let's play the second guitar part now, as a little bit slower, and I'll have some tabs on screen as well. Okay, so one thing I do want to point out actually really quick, I took a quick listen to these songs. So if you aren't playing the second guitar part, when you're just doing these, after you play right here, you would actually be playing, you're going to be finishing right there on your 3 and your 5 for the power chord. You kind of got to listen to it, but instead of playing so instead of going down there, you would just go right into, if that makes sense. So the second go around, if you're continuing just playing the single notes, it would be, this would be your second go around when that second guitar is coming in. This is the second go around, just for example. Right, because now we're going to take a look at the pre-chorus. Okay, so real quick, let's take a look at our pre-chorus. So we are going into some power chords, which it starts right here. First fret power chord of the A string. So you got a first and a 3, right, of the D string. So, and it's real quick, staccato, right? Next note then is just, because we're tuned, to that drop C tuning, it's just a bar chord, but it's a power chord. 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret of your E, A, and D. And that's a bar chord shape. So. Right, and that last chord, again, power chord, right there, 3rd fret, and the 5th, 3rd chord, root and 5th. And that's on the A string and the D string, right? So first chord, we got this, right? Staccato, 2 of this. Right, so let's see this chorus. What do we got going here? So we kind of got that power chord idea going again. So it's going to be a 5th fret power chord that starts on your A string. So 5th fret with a 7th fret, all right, of the D. So A and D. That shape, so you're just keeping that shape on your A string. So 5th fret power chord down to the 1st fret power chord. And that is just 1st and 3rd of the A string. So, and it's just 2 times, right? 2 times and a rest. All right, so first one is that 5th fret on the A string, like I said. Second, 1st fret, all right, same string, A string, and then just slide it on up, 3rd fret now of the A string. That's 3, A with a 5, the D. So that's the first 3 chords now of this chord. So we got, now we got, so that's that 3rd fret power chord, or bar chord, I should say, that we learned for the pre-chorus. So that's 3, and you're pushing down on all 3 of those strings. And then, and that's on the E, A, and the D string, to be clear. So, and that, you slide it on down now to the 2nd fret, all right? And you're literally just gonna hold all 3 of those strings. Right? That's it. So hopefully that's making sense. So all together, we got this for the chorus. Then it repeats. Now, on the third time, we kind of just play it a little bit more. We're just strumming now. And then when you end it, though, you're just going right back to those same 3 chords. So I think it's staccato, actually. I would have to hear the song again. But those chords we're just doing again on the very outro of that chorus line. So, and then right back into that riff. All right, so let's play the chorus all together now, and we'll do it a little, slower. So if you're struggling, you can get it. All right, so let's take a look at the bridge of this song. So I'm kind of starting it right going into the bridge where we got this. So the power chord is a 3rd fret power chord, right, on our A string. And we get this little transitional chord just going up to our 4th fret power chord, 4 and 6. So, and then we go into this. So you're just kind of strumming along now on that 1st fret power chord right here of our A string. So, and that's going back. So 1st fret power chord of the A, and then it goes into the 3rd fret power chord, bar chord, right, of the E and D. And then right into that 3rd fret power chord, A string. So all together. So on that last little build-up, we just strum out that 1st fret power chord on the A string, and then we go into... And what is that? Those are just, those are octaves, right? So we got an octave chord. So we're going back. So instead of playing the power chord to end this, we play the octave chord. So we got that 3rd fret of the A, and then we got the... Instead of it being the D, it's the G. So the A and the G. Right? So right there, right there. So that's, again, the 3rd fret, the A, the G. Right? And that's that octave chord. This is that ending tail end of the bridge. So. And that shape now, you're going to just kind of hold it and slide it up. Now you're on the 5th fret, and back to the 3rd. And again, that's when you slide it up, now you're on that 5th, with the 7th of the G string. Right? And that last chord is right there, that's a 9th fret. 11th, or excuse me, oh god, 7th and 9th, right? And then it just goes right back into that kind of idea there. right? So, and then we go into that. So that's just basically the pre-chorus again, which is that first fret power chord, right? To the power chord on the 3rd fret, back to the 3rd fret power chord on the A string. And then you just hold that individual note leading into our transition where we get into, and we're just going up an octave then. So. Okay, so I just wanted to look at that very end, specifically the 3 chords. So we have kind of a power chord shape, but we're adding in a little extra fuzz here. So that's an 8, a 10, and a 10. And that 8's on your A string, and then 10 in the D, and 10 in the G. That's the first chord, and then you just take that root, slide it down. Now it's 7, 10, 10. And then you finish it all on basically that same exact first chord, except now it's 8, 10, 10. Kind of to brighten it up a little bit. Thank you guys so much for checking out this guitar tutorial on Fashionably Late by Falling in Reverse. If this helped you out and you're able to learn the song, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Be ready for more future guitar videos.